it is Charisma, and I am live with you. Let's see, whatever. So, I just got off I was interviewed by Dr. Tanya of the Mucho Dinero channel. And we started talking about something that I didn't really expect to talk about. We started talking about depression and specifically depression in Black women. And I get very passionate about this because um, seeing the struggles that Black women have when I worked in psychiatry, as well as really just in the Facebook groups, um, is one of the reasons why I decided to open up my practice, Holistic Breakthrough Wellness Clinic. So, if you've been following me, you will know that I left the medical world, and I had no plans of coming back. I had started investing in real estate that made it the money I needed to make. And I really had no plans of doing this again. But as I watched and read and listened to the struggles that a lot of Black women were dealing with. And, I want to say, people will say, well, why do you just focus on Black women? I focus on Black women because nobody else does. And I'm just being really frank about the situation. No one else is focusing on Black women. So Black women need to focus on Black women. Everybody else is receiving healing where they need to receive healing. Everyone else, I'm gonna zoom out. Okay. Everyone else is receiving, women around the world are receiving healing. And when I say Black women, I really mean Black American women. In particular. But women around the world are receiving healing in all these other countries. Men are receiving assistance where they need it. Most of them just want some testosterone and some Viagra, so they're good. They need more. They need mental health support, but that's pretty much what they focus on. But with Black women, we are very forgotten. We are very much forgotten and overlooked when it comes to mental health. Um, for example, when I go in to look for just something simple, I just go in to look for pictures showing a Black woman that's stressed. I'm doing a master class, Stress the F Out. So you can catch that next week on Wednesday. I'll throw in the link. But I'm looking for the picture for the woman that's stressed, or the woman that's crying, or the woman that's doing this, that, or the other. And it's very difficult to find a picture of a Black woman like that. And you would say, well, what difference does that make, Charisma? Well, what I see it as is that people don't see us in those situations. They don't see us when we're crying or we're sad or we're stressed or we're overwhelmed. They see Black women as pillars of society, as the backbone. We continue to go on when every other part, every other bone, every other structure in your body falls apart. Your backbone stays there. Your backbone is strong and your backbone does not move. It does not break. It does not tremble. It does not crumble. It continues to go on. And that's what we do in the Black society and in the community. We are the pillars and the backbone of the community. And for that reason, everyone brings their problems to us, yet no one takes time to solve our problems. So guess what? Those problems begin to pile on and pile on. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never met a Black woman without trauma, ever in my life. Do you exist? I'm sure you do, but I don't know you. I've never met a Black woman that did not go through some type of traumatic situation, whether it was as a child, as a teenager, as an adult, whether it was at work, at school, at home, on the playground. I don't know very many Black women that have not experienced some level of trauma. So if we have a high incidence of trauma, that means we have a high incidence of mental health disorders too. We have a high incidence of depression, of anxiety. We have this imposter syndrome that we deal with. Even though we're doing everything, we have a hard time accepting that we're doing it. We don't sleep at night. We have insomnia. We are having other issues. I, for one, will tell you, I have stomach issues. My stomach issues are 100% correlated to the stress that I carry day in and day out. Would most people realize that? No. You just think you have stomach issues. You don't realize that these things are killing you. The stress is killing you. The lack of sleep night after night is killing you. Dealing with all the problems of society in your home, in your workplace, all of these different places, and not having anyone to talk to, not receiving any help is killing you. It is taking years off of your life because you have not taken time to focus on yourself. That was a mouthful. We have this new thing where we talk about soft life. And life is, I'm gonna go on a trip and I'm gonna go to the spa and I'm gonna do this. And I'm not gonna, y'all know I'm quick to go on a trip, honey. Let some plane tickets go on sale and see if I won't buy some and be gone in 2 weeks. Oh, I'm quick to travel somewhere. I'm quick to jump and go book a spa appointment. I have a regular spa I go to every week here in Kenya. Oh, yeah, I'm quick to do those things, but I'm also quick to know that that is a facade that will not heal you. Spas and trips are not going to heal you. It's not going to fix your problem. It is nice, it is beautiful, it's amazing, but it is not getting to the root cause of the problem. And the longer we continue to sweep under the rug what the real problem is, we will continue to deal with the headaches, the hair loss, the stomach problems, the back problems, the shoulder, the frozen shoulder. We will continue to deal with all of these things until we actually get to the root cause of the problem. And what is the root cause of the problem? It could come from childhood. It could come from some traumatic event that you forgot about. It could just come from the day to day microaggressions that you experience in the workplace. It could come from that damn Atlanta traffic. I'm just going to tell you, there are a lot of things that contribute to stress and the breakdown of your body. And at this age, at this big age of 40 that I turned in August, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not experiencing shoddy. My youngest child is 12 years old and well, he got hired help. He got a whole nanny over there. So I have taken a step and I said, I'm not doing it. My oldest child is 21. I got two. They're doing great. They are doing absolutely amazing. And I will not take on the stress of anyone, any adult at any point in time, because that is what I have decided for myself. I have dealt with the stress as a single mom, going up the ladder from registered nurse to nurse practitioner, different businesses, dealing with the disability, the special needs community, all of these things that have made me who I am, and I am proud to be. However, at this big age of 40, no, ma'am, I will not allow you to stress me out. I will do what is necessary for me to maintain my peace and my happiness. And that may mean you got to go. I'm sorry. Love you, but you got to go. If you are causing too much stress, too much drama, too much heartache, too much of any of that stuff, you got to go. Because right now we are focusing on us. Today is the day, and my time is 10:31 p.m. Your time Eastern, let's see, it's 3:31 p.m. At this time, we are no longer taking it. We are taking back our time and our energy, and we are reversing it to focus it on us. If your children are grown, you just watch the ship sail away. I don't know why you did that. If your children are grown, you should be focusing on yourself. They can do what they can do what they need to do for them, the same way that you at that age did what you needed to do for them and for you. So it's time for you to take that back. Yes, go on the trips, travel the world. Y'all know I don't even live in the States anymore. So I'm the last person to tell you not to go and travel and enjoy your life. You actually go on those things, but take time to focus on your because your mental is affecting every part of your body. It is affecting your heart. It is affecting your lungs. It is affecting your stomach. It is affecting your head. It affects your skin. It causes some people, they have horrible allergies and all of these different things. And you have no idea that some of this is related back to your mental health. Now, it could be the cat. I'm not going to say it can't be the cat, but a lot of these things do relate to your mental health. You have to take time to focus on you and to do things that are in your best interest. Because if not now, then when? Is it when you got a foot into the grave? Because, they said people are dying that's never died before. I just saw someone, she is 2, 3 years older than me, and she just passed away. I know you've seen some people in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s passing away. I know you've seen it. So, at what point do you put yourself first? At what point do you decide that you are the most important thing? Because guess what? Without that backbone, the whole body crumbles, everything falls apart. So if the backbone isn't strong, and if the backbone isn't doing what it needs to do to provide the support for everything else in that body, everything falls apart when that backbone drops, when it breaks. So I don't know. Talking with Dr. Tanya just put these things on my mind. And you know me, I'll get on the live. Y'all may not see me for a minute, and I'll get on the live and I'm just going to speak the truth. And the truth is, sis, it's time to put you first. And if you don't know how to put you first, or if you need help putting you first, or you just need the support, jump on the class that I'm having next week. It is absolutely free. You don't pay anything for it. It is the Stress the Fuck Out class. Yes, that's it. That is the title, Stress the Fuck Out, because it is time that we begin to focus on ourselves, learn how stress affects our body, learn how to fix those things, how to take the first step in the right direction to do what is important to you. Someone told me, they said, Charisma, it's important that you meditate. You need an hour a day to meditate, just to do nothing and focus on you because you give so much. And I took that to heart. And guess what I started doing? Meditating an hour a day. Now, I'm not perfect. Since I got to Kenya, I have not meditated. I'm not in my own space. I'm in an Airbnb, and it's very, very difficult for me to meditate amongst the different energies. That are in a place that's not my own. But it is important that I take that time and I at least try to meditate. I try to focus. I take time to calm those thoughts, all of those checklists that it is that we do, that we got to check this off, do this, do that, run here, run there, make sure we have this together and that together. But when do you take time for yourself? Your boss needs something, your kids need something, your spouse needs something. You're volunteering here and there. You're doing everything, but yet you allotted no time to yourself. Why? What makes you less worthy than anyone else? Why is it that you, wait, why is it that you don't get an hour for yourself? The shower does not count. Everybody takes a shower. That is not your me time. Your me time is when you sit down with yourself and you do what it is that you would like to do in that time, and that is focused on you and uninterrupted. Because again, you are the backbone. And without you, everything crumbles. So I needed to say this because I know that a lot of you all are dealing with this. You're dealing with depression, and maybe you don't know that it's depression because depression in us doesn't look the same as it does in everyone else. We are not leaning against the wall with our head between our legs because guess what? We do not have time. You may get 30 minutes that night to sit there and cry, but guess what? You got to suck it up, get it together, and be there in the morning to take care of any and everyone else. Why? Why? Why does everybody else get a spot in the corner? Why they get to lay in the corner with their head down and you don't? Are you not human? Do you not have emotions? Do you not cry? Do you not get sad? Do you not get angered? Why is it that we have the mad black woman? And are we the only people in the world that ever get mad? No. Mm-mm. But guess what happens? We allow things to build up. It builds over time. It builds and builds and builds. Just like a pot of boiling water, it builds, it builds, it builds, and eventually it bursts. And guess what? When you burst, then you are the mad black woman. And there we have it. But what if we didn't get to that point? What if? What if before we got to the mad black woman, we took time? Let's reverse. Let's reverse a little bit. What the hell made you mad? Was it something simple? Then let's reverse again. What was going on before that? Were you overwhelmed? Were you overworked? Were you stressed? Are you worried? What emotion was going on before you got to the mad black woman? See, because nobody steps out the house and says, I'm going to curse somebody out today. No, no, we don't do that. We're very controlled creatures. We're very much in control of our emotions. So, what made you get to that point? There was something that probably was simmering, that pot of boiling water. It was simmering and it was simmering. And people just kept throwing a little bit on it, a little bit, until you can no longer handle anymore. But the thing is, you didn't take time out 6 steps ago to figure out what was wrong and address that. You did not take time to address your emotions in the moment. You just allowed it to continue to pile on and build and build and build because you didn't have time to address those emotions because guess what? You're addressing everyone else's. You're making sure that everyone else is doing amazing. You're making sure that things are running smoothly. You're making sure it's a well-oiled machine at home, at work, everywhere. And you're not taking the time for you. So then what happens? At some point, that water just keeps bubbling and bubbling. And if that top is on it, baby, it is going to blow. And whoever is there is who is going to get it. And then we're the mad black woman because all this time we've been smiling and we've been doing what we're supposed to do and we've been following the rules and doing it as it should be instead of dealing with the issues at hand, dealing with the microaggressions, dealing with the fact that we have school shootings and we're afraid for our children, dealing with the fact that we have all of these different things going on in the world but not dealing with it, not really, really dealing with it, not sitting down with yourself and saying, this is a lot. This is a lot to think about. You know, I'm in a homeschool group, and all of these women in Georgia, after our last school shooting, unfortunately, our last school shooting, are saying how much they want to pull their children out. But it's unfortunately everyone can't do that. You have to work, right? That is trauma. That is a traumatic event. You need to deal with that. You have to deal with these things as they come. Because then what happens is they continue to stack on and get worse and worse. And you are the person that suffers. And when you suffer, everybody else suffers because again, you are the backbone. So if you are not strong, no one else will be strong. Everything else will crumble. So if you have a spouse, you let that spouse know you need time to yourself. You need time to regroup. You need time to breathe. You need time to woosah because you deserve it, first of all. And second of all, because you are human and every damn human being needs time to deal with feelings and emotions and bullshit. Do they not? I think they do. I know I do. I need time to deal with that. And do we all deal with it well? No, we may not have been given the tools to deal with it well. We may not even know how to deal with it well. We deal with it the way that we learn to deal with it over these years. And we do the best that we can. But the best that we can is no longer good enough. At this point, we're gonna do the best that we need. This we need to focus on what we need, not what we can do, but what we need for ourselves, what we need to keep ticking on. For those of us in our 30s, our 40s, and our 50s, that you are stressing the hell out of your body. You have already, most of us have already stressed it out. Am I the only person? You have already stressed it out, and we have to go into some kind of recovery. Because when I tell you, as you get ready for perimenopause and menopause, your body will hate you if you did not fix it. Yeah, stress, lack of sleep, those things affect the hormones in your body that you need to step up when you go into menopause and when you go into perimenopause and menopause. It's not, oh, shit, Charisma, I didn't know that. Yeah. That's why some of you all, your menopause sucks. It's really, really bad because you didn't take care of yourself. I didn't know that either until I did because they don't teach that in nursing school or medical school. But if you do not take care of your body will not take care of you. And you only get one of them. I mean, some people, they change out their nose and their lips and all of that. But that's a different story. But most of us will only get this one body. We will keep everything that we were given from nose to lips to behind. We're going to keep it all. So we need to take care of this one. And we don't just need to take care of it physically. If you go to the gym, that's wonderful. But if you're not eating well, if you're not sleeping, if you're not managing your stress level, going to the gym was just negated by all of those things that I just said. But at least you're going to the gym. Hoorah for you. But you need to do all of these things for your body because guess what? You are worth it. At least I think you're worth it. I'm worth it. I know I'm worth it. So I'm assuming that if you're here watching me, then you're worth it too. That's just my assumption. Please don't make an ass out of you and me. But that is my assumption is that you are worth it. So the next step is for you to take the time. Take the time. Take the time today. Here is 10:45 p.m. It's late, but there is early. Take the time today. Take 30 minutes. I'm not even going to say an hour. 30 minutes. Take 30 minutes for yourself today. 30 minutes out of 24 hours is not a lot, I promise you. I don't know what 60 times 24 is, but it is a lot of minutes. That is not a lot. There are so many minutes in a day. Don't you deserve 30? So I want you to do that. I want you to take those 30 minutes. And then I want you to join me on the Stress the Fuck Out Masterclass next week on Wednesday. I will put a link here for you to join me. Like I said, it's a free class, so it's not like you're paying for it. But I want you to take time to join me and learn about, I don't think I copied the whole thing, and learn about some of these tips that will save your life. Some of these tips that are the first step to making a change. So you got two things you're supposed to do. Take 30 minutes for yourself today. 30 minutes, that's it. You can take 30 minutes. I don't want any excuses. 30 minutes is not a long time. And the second thing is register for the class so we can start learning some tips on how to heal, how to fix these things, how to make our bodies better, and really just how to appreciate ourselves and put ourselves first because you are so very deserving of putting yourself first. You are so very deserving, so deserving of putting yourself on a pedestal. So deserving. You know, and then I'll stop. I'm often approached by women that ask me about dating. And they say, oh, it's hard for me to find a man, or they don't approach me, or this, or that, and the other. And I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, and she's like, I'm just tired of being single. And I said, she was like, what is it? I said, you care too much. You do. You care too much. You care too much about the external and not enough about the internal. You need to be caring about yourself because when we fix ourselves, when we heal ourselves, we attract positivity. People will come when they see that you are happy and healthy and living your best life and living it out loud. People will come, they will gravitate towards you. Who is for you is for you. What is for you is for you. It will come. I promise you it will. When you do the work to heal yourself, because guess what? Healed attracts healed, and broken attracts broken. Take time to love on yourself. You know, if you follow me on any social media platform, you will see I'm out here doing what I want to do. If I want to go see some live jazz, I don't care if ain't nobody going, I'm going to see the live jazz. If I want to go, I decided I want to take up a new hobby. I think I'm going to try paddleball. I don't even know what the hell paddleball is, but I'm going to go and try paddleball because I want to. Do something you want to do. And I promise you, when you are out there living a great life, enjoying yourself, doing things that you want to do, oh, baby, it will come. It will come. It will come when you least expect it. It will come when you are not looking for it. It will come. But you got to love you first. You got to put you first. You got to focus on you. And at that point, the floodgates will open, and what is for you will be for you, and you will get it. And that's why I say you care too much. You don't care enough about you. And that doesn't mean that you don't care about yourself at all. Let's not go to that extent. But you need to care more about you and what's important to you, and maybe doing a hobby or, whatever makes you feel wonderful. And at that point, you attract the positivity, you attract those individuals that need to come to you because at that point, you are ready. If you are not ready, why send you something that you're not ready for? You're just going to lose it. Right. Okay. I feel like I've been on here too long. All right. That is the link to register for the class on Wednesday. On the other platforms, I'll have to post it. But that is the link. Anything y'all want to say before I get out of here? Because I feel like I've been talking too long. This was just a jump on here and say what's on my heart message. And I want to tell you, I guess another one last thing. I myself have struggled with depression and anxiety. So I don't say this just as a medical professional that's worked with people. Having a child with a disability is hard. And I don't know very many people with one that has not struggled. So, and what has helped me is getting help. So, if you know that you're struggling with something and you want to talk about moving forward and getting help, you can definitely go on the website and book a free call. And we'll talk about what can be done to help you. The website, I guess I should post that. It's holisticbreakclinic.com. Holistic, sometimes I type it wrong. So you could go on there, book a free breakthrough call, and we can holistic break clinic. Okay, I had to make sure I spelled it right. Book a free call, and we can see what we can do to help you. But if not with me, with someone, because I don't know, I have this goal just to heal one Black woman at a time. I feel like if we heal one Black woman at a time, we've healed everybody else. It's like I said, you're the black backbone, sis. It is you. It is you. You are the chosen one. So, on that note, before I say one last thing again, I'm going to jump off of here. Holisticbreakclinic.com. You can register for the masterclass, and you can set up a breakthrough call and we can talk about what's going on. So, all right, y'all. Ciao.